Word of the week. Run at 'em. The run at 'em story, as I like to call it, is the story of David and Goliath, inspired by the verse in 1 Samuel 17:48 that says David hurried and ran towards the army to meet the Philistine. Here's how I like to tell it. There's an army on one side, and there's an army on the other side. One army is the Philistines, the other army is the Israelites. And for 40 days, a giant standing nearly 10 feet tall, weighing anywhere between 400 and 600 pounds, armored up, steps into the valley of Elah to curse God, curse Israel and their king. And for 40 days, no man would dare stand against him. But then a teenage boy, about 15 or 16 years old, named David, was sent by his father to check on his brothers who were in the Israelite army. And when he showed up to check on them, he heard that giant down there in the valley, and he starts to ask, why is no one standing against this man? See, when a man of faith shows up and he sees a problem, he doesn't understand why nobody takes action. But what he was doing was exposing the fear that these people had submitted to. And so he goes to King Saul and he says, I'll take care of your giant problem. And he tries on King Saul's armor and all those things, and they don't work out. And he says, I don't need it. He grabs his staff, he grabs his rocks, and he grabs a slingshot, and he starts walking down the mountain. And as he's walking down the mountain, Goliath looks at him. He says, what am I, a dog, that you come to me with sticks and rocks? And it was at this moment that David gave the greatest pregame speech of all time. You come to me with a sword, spear, and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you and take your head from you. And this day I will give the carcasses of the camp of the Philistines to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field, that all the earth may know that there's a God in Israel. Then all this assembly shall know that the Lord does not save with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands. After that, David loaded his slingshot with a rock, ran at the giant, let the rock go, and it says it hit him right between the eyes. And the stone sank into his forehead, and he dropped to his knees, fell face first to the ground, and David ran over, and to finish this victory, he grabbed Goliath's own sword, cut Goliath's own head off with it like he said he would, grabbed him by the hair, held up the head of Goliath to all of Israel who had been hiding in fear and without courage for 40 days. And all of a sudden, the faith and courage of one man, a boy even, inspired an entire nation to do what they should have done 40 days earlier. They ran down the mountain, they chased off and killed the Philistines and won their victory. Here are your coaching points. Number one, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra faith. Number two, faith, belief is contagious. So is a lack of faith or unbelief. Number three, the battle belongs to the Lord. And remember, every giant is an opportunity. Run at them.